Hello all and welcome to our BMB training, Project Management Professional based on 2021 update, the latest version or the latest update of BMB. In the beginning, let me introduce myself. I am Noordin Tahani. I am IT, Service Management and Project Management Practitioner and Trainer with more than 14 years experience in IT and Telecom. I have many certifications such as different PMI certification, BMB, BFMB, PGMB and others. I have also Prince2 practitioner, Prince2 Agile practitioner, ITIL certifications, ITIL for managing professional, ITIL expert, TOGAF, Archimate, and COBET certifications and others. Here are my contacts. I will be more than happy to keep in touch with all of you. If you need any help, you can directly contact me either on WhatsApp, either on email, or my LinkedIn profile. Let's start with Chapter 1, Introduction, to talk about BMB certification in general. In this chapter, we will talk about BMB and BMI. We will talk about BMB exam reference list, the references that BMB is based on, and we will talk about different details of the BMB certification. BMB stands for Project Management Professional. It is an internationally recognized professional certificate in project management offered by the Project Management Institute or the BMI. BMI or the Project Management Institute is a US non-profit professional organization specialized in project management. It was founded in 1969. The main reference for BMB is the BM book or this book. The BM book is the official reference for BMB with other reference as we will see later. BMI offers multiple certifications. The most important and the most well-known is BMB. We have more than 1 million BMB active holder. As we see in the BMI fact file, which is the file published by BMI every month, with the statistics about BMI members, with the statistics about different BMI certifications. So from the stats, we can see that BMB is the most well-known certification from all of the BMI certifications. BMB is based on BMBOK 6th edition. Although the 7th edition of BMBOK was published in July 2021, but still BMB exam is based on the 6th edition, which was published in 2017. You can verify this from the official BMB reference list available in BMI website. So back to the BM book, it is available in English and other additional 11 languages, such as Arabic, Chinese, French, German, and others. As we mentioned, current BMB exam, the 2021 update is still based on BMBOK 6th edition, not the 7th edition. BMI has 3 main publications related to BMB. The first one is the BMBOK 6th edition, and with the 6th edition there is the Agile Guide, the Agile Practice Guide, which talks about Agile principles in general. It is part of the BMBOK 6th edition. In addition, we have the BMB Examination Content Outline. This is the main reference of the version of the BMB exam. When we have a new outline, this means that we have a new exam or a new version of exam. So what determines the version or the edition of the exam is the outline, not the BM book. So what determines the version of the exam is the outline, because when the outline is changed, the exam version is changed, not the change of the BM book. Because before 2021, we have the same BM book, but what was different at that time is the outline. So in 2021, we have a new outline, so we have a new exam or a new shape of the exam, as we will see. So the examination content outline, mainly it talks about the different tasks of the project manager. They are distributed over 3 domains, as we will see later. And we will see how the questions of the official exam will be distributed over these 3 domains. In addition to the BM book examination content outline, we have the BM book handbook, which talks about the BMB certification process in general, the eligibility rules, and the different information we will cover later in this training. So these are the 3 main publications related to the current version of BMB offered by BMI. Now we will talk about BMB exam reference list. A BMB exam is not only based on the BM book or the BMB examination outline. We have additional 8 references where the official BMB exam will be based on. So in addition to the BM book, the Agile Practice Guide, the outline, the BMB examination outline, we have another 8 books, as we will see here, where the exam content may come from. You can see this list from the official website, from bmi.org, and you can see that we still have the BM book 6th edition as the reference for the, as one reference for the BMB exam, not the 7th edition of the BM book. But in general, you don't need to read all these books, just focus on our training material available in CertiBanks website, which we will cover here in our training. So don't worry about all these details, because in our training material, we have a summary of all the needed topics needed for you to pass the exam. BMB eligibility requirements. BMB eligibility requirements can be either, if you have a secondary degree as educational background, you need about 5 years or 60 months experience or unique experience, unique non-overlapping professional project management experience. What we mean by non-overlapping experience, for example, if you have a project running in March and April, and you have another project running in April and May, you have in total 3 months experience, not 4 months, because April is an overlapping month. So this is what we mean by non-overlapping. So if you have secondary degree, high school diploma, associate degree, or any equivalent, which means you have a degree lower than the bachelor, you need at least 5 years experience in project management. In addition to this project management experience, you need 35 hours training in project management. We will offer you a certification of completion for this training. Just when you finish this training, send an email to CertiBanks and you will get your certification of attendance from CertiBanks. So you need 35 hours project management training, or if you have the CABM certification active. CABM is a light version of the BMB. It is a certification for the entry level, for the newly graduated students who want to study project management, but they are not eligible for the BMB. They take the same material, but the question in this exam will be straightforward, direct, and covering only the main terminology without going deep into the details of the BMB. So this is about CABM. So if you have the active the CABM certification active, you don't need the training. It is just enough for you to be eligible for the BMB exam. If you have a 4-year degree or more as educational background, you need at least 3 years, not 5 years, or 36 months unique non-overlapping professional project management experience. And of course, you need the 35 contract hours of formal education in project management or the CABM certification. Sometimes if you have a bachelor degree in some specialization from some universities, we have a determined list of some specialties in some universities, mainly related to project management. If you have these certifications, you need only 2 years experience in project management experience or 24 months as a unique non-overlapping professional project management experience as project management experience. In addition to the 35 training in project management or the CABM certification. So this is all about the BMB eligibility requirements. Regarding the BMB examination fees are about $555 US dollars if you are not member in BMI. If you have the BMI membership, the fees will be $405 US dollars. The BMI membership costs about $129 plus $10 for a new member, so it is about $139 US dollars. 139 US dollars plus $405. It will be about 544 US dollars, which means that it is cheaper than the fees of the non-member. So having BMI membership with the exam fees is cheaper than purchasing directly without a membership. So BMI is pushing always to make BMI membership because this will be cheaper for you, in addition to the extra benefits you get from the BMI membership, such as accessing the different resources, downloading the BM book and other standards from the BMI from BMI website. This membership is a yearly or annual membership, so you need to renew it every year. So this is for the exam fees. In case you fail the exam, you are eligible to re-examine with a discounted fees. So re-examination are $275 US dollars for the BMI members and $375 US dollars for the non-members. You have 2 attempts to re-examine if you fail your BMB exam. In addition, BMI members can renew the BMB certification for $60 US dollars, while non-members need to pay $150 US dollars for renewal. So it is recommended to have BMI membership before purchasing the BMB exam. Now for the BMB certification process. For the BMB, you need to complete the BMB application. So once you start filling the application, you have 90 days to complete your application. You can start with your application, close it coming next day, next week, next month, but you have maximum up to 3 months or 90 days to complete or to submit your application. In case you don't submit your application in 90 days, it will be closed automatically and you need to start a new application after that. So after submitting your application, it will be reviewed in 5 days. After these 5 days, it will be either accepted and you will be asked to pay the exam fees, and sometimes you will go to the audit process. Audit process is a random process, which means that sometimes your application will go to audit and in most probably you will not go to audit. It is about 5 to 10% from BMB applications will be audited. It is a random process. So if you are audited, you have 90 days to send all the evidences requested from you to BMI, normally by post. Sometimes they accept soft copy, but you need to contact them first, to contact BMI first. But based on BMI announcement on their website, they mentioned that they only accept the application forms by post. Once BMI receive your audit forms, they will review them in 5 to 7 days, and after that you will get the result. Either they are accepted or rejected. In case they are accepted or your application were not audited, you will be asked to pay the exam fees, as we mentioned previously. You have 1 year from the acceptance or the approval of your application to pay the fees. Once you pay the fees, you can schedule your official exam. You can schedule your official exam after payment the fees in 1 year from the day your application was accepted. In this 1 year, you can take your exam 3 times. So if you fail your exam, you can re-examine again. In case you fail again, you can re-examine for the 3rd time. If you failed your 3rd attempt, you will be asked to create a new application and start the process again. So this is all about the BMB certification process. Regarding the BMB exam, it is 180 questions. 5 questions from these 180 questions are not scored, but you cannot determine these questions. You will not be able to know these 5 questions. So in general, you will be scored for only 175 questions from these 180 questions. The exam duration is 230 minutes. The exam will be divided into 3 parts. The first part is from question number 1 to question number 60. After question number 60, you will go into break, into a 10-minute break. After the break, you cannot go back to review the questions from 1 to 60. So make sure before taking the first break that you review all the questions, because you will not be able to go back to these questions. After the first break, you will start solving the questions from number 61 to number 120. After the question number 120, you will go for the second break, for 10-minute break. After this break, you will continue with the third part from question from 121 till the last questions, which is number 180. So this is how the exam will be. The exam in general can be taken either from a test center, from examination center, from person review centers, or from home, from office, as online proctored exam. For online proctored exam, you will take the exam at your desk, but make sure that your desk is clean and nothing on the table, nothing on the walls, because the proctor will watch you through the camera, through the mic. He will always keep asking you to carry your laptop and show him all the details in the room from time to time. Make sure that the room is quiet, nobody in the room except you, nothing to help you in the room. So this is all about the proctored exam. So you have two options, either to take your exam online or to take it from an examination center. Regarding BMB questions, we have four forms of the BMB question. The first one is to select the correct answer from 4 options. So such as this question, we have 4 options and there is one correct answer. Sometimes there will be multiple answers. You will have 5 options and there are 2 options correct. And sometimes there are 3 options from the 5 options. And there are the new form of the questions, which are the drag and drop. You need to drag the items on the left to the corresponding answers or the related items in the right column. So these are the 4 shapes of the questions of the BMB exam. BMB questions in general are scenario-based questions. They depend on understanding more than memorizing. They are not long questions about 1 line, 2 lines of text, but they depend mainly on the understanding, not on memorizing. Regarding the BMB examination blueprint, as we mentioned, the BMB examination content outline, which describes the project manager tasks and determines in the edition or what areas the exam will be about. The current BMB examination content outline, which was published in 2021, divided the BMB exam into 3 domains. People domain, which talks about the people aspects, how the project manager will deal with people, with different aspects of people. It will be about 42% from the overall questions, and there will be a domain of about process, which will talk about the BMB process in general. It will be about half of the exam, about 50%, and there will be 8% talking about the business environment. So we have 3 domains for the BMB exam: people, process, and business environment. Once you pass the exam, you will get your certification exam report. You will get your estimation or your performance estimation. You will not get a score, by the way. You will get just an estimation, either target or above target if you pass your exam. And you will get this estimation also for each domain, as we see here. For the people, your performance in the people domain, your performance in the process domain, and your performance in the business environment domain. And within 2 working days, you will get your certification. You can download the soft copy from BMI website, go to BMI, to your dashboard, and you can download this certification. In addition, you will get the digital badge from Credly website. you will get an email that your badge, your digital badge, is now ready. Go to the website, accept it, and share it on different social media channels. At the last, BMB certification is valid for only 3 years. During these 3 years, you can renew your certification for additional 3 years. To renew your BMB certification, you need to earn 60 BDUs or 60 professional development unit. Each BDU represents 1 hour of learning. Either you learn or you teach or you give back knowledge to others. So every 1 hour is considered 1 BDU. And there is some rules about these 60 BDUs. There should be maximum 25 BDUs as given back. In case you give a training, you can submit this training you give as BDUs, but maximum up to 25, which is called giving back BDUs, training you give. And in addition, you need to at least submit 35 BDUs as education, which means the training you learn. The most common way to get BDUs is the webinars. So each hour in every webinar is 1 BDU, and there are many pre-approved webinars. Just take the name of the webinar. When submitting it, it will fill the details of the BDUs automatically on BMI. For the educational BDUs, you should earn at least 8 technical, 8 strategic, and 8 leadership BDUs. So this is in general. You can read more about the details of the renewal, but this is just a summary that you need 60 BDUs. After you earn these 60 BDUs with these conditions or with these conditions, you need to pay the renewal fees. The renewal fees are about $60 if you are a BMI member, or $150 if you are non-member. You can start renewal of your BMB certification directly after you get your certification. In the same month you get your certification, you can start your renewal process to add additional 3 years. So always you can add 3 years and have maximum up to 6 years of validity. Once the first 3 years pass, you can renew for additional 3 years and so on. Now let's talk about our course in CertiBanks website. You can go to our BMB course. In this course, you can access the practice test. We always keep updating these questions, adding more and more practice tests. Always we enhance these questions. In addition, you can access the training material. You can download the training material. It is 4 parts, from part 1 to part 4. To part 4, you can see also other useful documents such as how to complete BMB application, the BMB study plan, depending only on the studying material and on the practice test. For the practice test, you can see we have a practice test based on knowledge area or based on certain topics, and we have full exams. If you access any test, you can either start it in the exam mode, so you will get your result after you complete the test, and after that you can review the questions with the answers, and you can repeat the questions as much as you can, or you can start the exams or the practice test in the practice mode. In the practice mode, you can see the answer for each question. Just click on show answer. to see the answer and not to wait till the end of the practice test. So you can either practice in the exam mode or in the practice mode. In general, you can repeat as much as you can from these tests. You can see all your attempts. You can review all the results and follow our recommended plan as available in the training material. In addition, don't forget to join our studying group on different social media channels. We have BMI Certification Group on Facebook, and also we have a BMI Certification Group on Telegram. So if you have any question, if you need any help, feel free to post your question, to post any details on these groups. Finally, our training and our study material is divided into 6 chapters. In chapter 1, we talked about introduction in this video. In chapter 2, we will talk about the project management framework, about the main concepts, the main terminology in project management. In chapter 3, we will cover the agile concepts, the agile methodologies. As you know, 50% of the BMB questions will be asking about agile environments or agile context. So you need to understand the main environment of the agile versus the traditional environment. In chapter 4, chapter 5, and chapter 6, we will cover the 3 domains in the new BMB examination content outline. So in each chapter, we will talk about the tasks of each domain. For example, in people domain, we will talk about the first task in this domain. And in each task, we will cover the related knowledge from the BM book or from other references.